Famed O.J. Simpson attorney Robert Shapiro and his wife are turning their own personal tragedy into hope for other families. The couple's firstborn son, Brent, died when he was only 24 years old due to complications from illegal drug use and alcohol.
KTLA's Lou Parker speaks with the family about their efforts to help others and keep Brent's memory alive.
The report was very simple. Brent is not breathing and he's turning blue.
He shouldn't have died. And had he been taken to the hospital, he'd still be with us.
Robert and Lynelle Shapiro have told their story over and over again since their 24-year-old son Brent died from complications of mixing illegal drugs and alcohol.
Passing of Brent was totally unexpected.
He was so charismatic. I mean, he truly was the person. He walked into the room and everything stopped.
The Shapiros admit to me, along with the highs, came the lows. Brent secretly struggling with substance abuse throughout his teenage years.
It became very clear, not only to us, but to his friends who came to us, that he had a problem. And we had an intervention.
That intervention would lead to several stints in rehab. And in his early 20s, it appeared as if the oldest Shapiro son had finally turned things around.
Yes, was clean and sober and doing just so well. Had gone back to USC and would have been graduating. He was on the dean's list.
But academic priorities would prove to be no match for past temptations.
The reports we got were that he took a half of ecstasy and had 2 shots of Jägermeister and got violently ill. People there said, you know, this is just a reaction. He'll be fine. Don't worry about it. That was the big mistake, that nobody called 911.
I just never wanted to see another family or another mother lose a child because it's devastating.
12 years later,
what we're trying to do is change the way kids think. That, you know what, it's cool to be sober, and it's cool to be tested.
Brent's life story is being used to help prevent similar tragedies throughout Brents Club, an extension of the Brent Shapiro Foundation. The reward-based program encourages kids 11 to 17 to commit to sobriety.
Our initial class was of 25 kids. I think the latest count just in East LA in one facility is about 1,400 kids.
And with an astonishing 100% testing success rate for these young stars, now Brent's light is shining brighter than ever.
I talk to him every single night. I always tell him, I say, you're not forgotten, you'll never be forgotten.
I really don't have the ability to have lines of communication with him. But I do think about him on a daily basis.
And he knows that you love him.
Oh, forever.
So the good news is here, there are now 6 Brent clubs in all. One just opening, by the way, in New York City with plans to expand. And one other note, if the teenagers make it through this entire program clean and sober, they are then offered a full scholarship to the college of their choice. It's pretty special. For more information or to donate, you can head over to BrentShapiro.org. Micah, Cher, back to you.
Now there's